morning of 9/11, I was in the kitchen and the phone rings. And it's my girlfriend, Cecilia Galvez, and she goes, "Turn on the television." And I'm like, "To what channel?" And she goes, "Just turn it on." And I was like, okay. So I go in the other room, I turn on the TV, and I'm like, what am I looking for? And then I was like, I just stopped.
Jim, just a few moments ago, something believed to be a plane crashed into the south tower.
It's hard for us to tell.
Literally, I just backed up and sat on the couch, and with the phone to my ear, talking to her, and as we were trying to figure out what was going on.
At first, you just think it had to be some strange accident, like something, you know, maybe the pilot had a medical issue.
But when you saw that second one go in, you knew something was very real and raw was going on, and just horrific.
Oh my God.
Your whole body felt that.
The last thing anybody thought, I think, was that those buildings were going to collapse the way they did, but yet they did.
Even the calls that we went on during that day, there was a type of melancholy that was happening. You know, every house that we went into, it was on their TV, and they were just sitting in awe as well.
The uncertainty was, of course, because, you know, these things happen, and so, like, law enforcement gets alerted. You don't know, like, what's going to be our environment? Is there more threats? Are we expecting more threats?
We did not know what was going to happen next, because we did get the news of the Pentagon and then the airplane in Pennsylvania. So what's going on? What will be next?
Being a firefighter and realizing when it was said and done that 343 firefighters died that day, that was hard. Yeah.
From the roof of the damaged Pentagon tonight, firefighters unfurled a huge American flag, draping it over the Pentagon as if to tell the world America still stands strong, even in the face of an unthinkable act.
Right at the start, there was a whole lot of, you know, why would this happen to us? Who would do such a thing? A lot of fear about going out, and just feeling generally unsafe.
It was a superordinate thing that happened, the fear, that was a bond with all of us. Everybody had fear.
The world had changed, and I think people were a little bit more aware, and obviously I think that there was a wonderful sense of, like, patriotism and, like, love of country.
It brought us together in a weird sort of way that you would never want to be brought together as a result.
People were graceful, they were kind, they outreached to you. It was just a different feeling that I have never felt.
Some people might say, well, the only way you can truly forgive is to forget. And I would argue that, because we haven't forgotten, have we? It's pretty hard to forget. It's hard to forgive, but I think forgiving is easier than forgetting.